Welcome back to the show, everybody. Thanks for joining us again for the fantasy half of the show. With me again is Jackie and Heebs.
Hi.
Hola.
So we're still doing good. We'll start it like we always do with the fan bet results. So we bet on how many touchdowns Super Bowl MVP Joe Flacco would throw this week. I threw out 1.5 as their team implied point total was 17, so I figured probably 2 touchdowns. Would Flacco get them both? He threw 2. He did get all their touchdowns, so congrats to Lee, Carsons, Heebs, Tiff, Jackie, Ashley, Poor, and Vicky. Enjoy your $5. Jim did not vote, as per usual.
Again.
Jim, I have to ask, are you a citizen of Switzerland somehow? You just abstain because you want to remain neutral? I don't know.
I feel like he always has an excuse as to why he didn't vote. Takes 2 seconds to look at your phone, Jim, and vote.
It's one of the only freedoms you got in this league, is to vote.
It's one of the only freedoms in America. Vote.
Yeah, be a real American. How's the song go?
I am a real American.
Fight for the rights of every man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vote for your fab bets, Jim.
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life.
Next section, we got the Malort shot. So we bet on the over-under on the picks thrown by Cam Ward and Geno Smith combined. We put the number at 3.5, but either quarterback only threw 1 touchdown this week, so congrats to Jackie and Jim. No Malort for you. Also congrats to Heebs and myself. We get to do Malort. So cheers. We should have poured these beforehand, but we didn't, so...
Also, they only threw 1 pick, not 1 touchdown.
How did I write it wrong?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
You gotta stop writing these at 11 o'clock at night when you're dog tired.
that's when the fucking game's then.
I know.
I can't.
I
And it
know.
sucks they do these double Monday night games. 'Cause the second one doesn't start till fucking like 8:15. And I gotta stay up my ass up till 11:30 because we do these on Tuesdays. And I know I'm not gonna get up early enough on Tuesday morning to get it done. Because I made that bet one time and I was like, I woke up and I was like, I
Can't
started
you
doing
just
like,
have
fuck, I didn't get it
AI
done.
write this for you?
Maybe. But then it'd probably be even worse if I did AI do it.
Yeah,
You ever looked up
it
AI?
might.
Like AI will tell you like a team had a different score than they just had that week. Like the Google AI when you pull it up.
Yeah.
Like what happened in this game? Google Eye's like, oh, the Jets won 17-13. It's like, where the fuck did you pull that number from? They lost the game. But the Google AI will say something completely different. It's like,
It's not quite there yet.
It
It's
looks
not
up
there.
every matchup they had
yeah, it's
throughout
like
history
it combines
and
it and
picks
it's like,
one.
yes, this is what happened. It's like, I don't think that's what happened, but
You gotta be specific when you're asking it questions.
even then it does weird shit.
John Elway somehow threw 3 touchdowns even though he retired 20 years ago. And Denver only scored 17 points.
All right, let's do these shots. Fuck the clankers.
Fuck the clankers.
We'll write it by hand.
Moving on.
Clankers the slur for AI is not anything else. In case I have to clarify that.
Podcast
Does-
is
does
gonna get
not-
shut down.
Yeah.
Does not mean the droids from the Star Wars universe.
Next section, Pam spending. So the big spend of the week this week was for Nick Chubb by $20 to Mike. The next highest bid was 0 by Poor. So a bit of an overspend.
Bit of an overspend.
Just a bit. The next highest spend that week after that was Ramondre Stevenson for $15 to Heebs. The next highest bid was 4 by Jackie, who was trying to get him back on her team.
Yeah, well, fucking... Okay, poor boy had him. He picked him up when I dropped him, and he gave me shit, because he's like, why the fuck did you drop him? I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, I just needed to drop a player to pick this other guy up. I don't remember who it was. So he picked him up, and then he fucking dropped him. And then he put a bid on him again, too.
Oh, after he dropped him.
Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't catch that part.
He might have only, I don't know, maybe he only did like $1 or something. I
Might have
don't
been
remember.
zero even.
But yeah, he did try to pick him up again. So I don't understand why he dropped him in the first place, I guess is my question. So next time I see you, poor boy, I'll ask you about that.
The next highest spend of the week was for Hassan Haskins, the wrong Chargers running back, for $15 to Mike. The next highest bid was 11 by Lee, so good value, but wrong running back. After that, we had $11 by Lee for Kamani Vidal, which was the right Chargers running back, and the next highest bid was $6 by Ashley. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I didn't bid on either one. I have not paid enough attention in this league to pick up anybody. It's just been kind of embarrassing. But yeah, that was a big time one. People threw in their money for who they thought might come out on top, and yeah, Vidal was the guy for sure. And he went for a little bit less than Haskins, who was the presumed guy. The next big spend of the week was Carson spends $10 to pick up the Jags defense. There were no other bids, and they scored 1 point. So way to spend some money finally, Carson's, but $10 for a defense seems a bit aggressive.
Yeah, who spends $10 on a defense?
Well, Carson's
I
still
think,
spend. Carson's had like
Carson's
$115.
I guess. Maybe
now he's down to.
Maybe
I
he's
think
like, fuck it.
I think he's back to 110 because he got the thing right again this week. Yeah, so he's like back to 110. So he sells over $100. Carson, you got to get your money on some of these actual players.
Mm-hmm.
You got a good team, but you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win the league just by drafting a good team. You got to keep up on the waivers, because those are the players that kind of like give you that little bit of an edge to make it to the second half. Or trade me for a 3rd round pick next year, and you can improve your team that way as well if you prefer.
Maybe.
Which leads me right into the next section, unless there was any other spending that I missed on.
No, I don't think so.
Nothing that caught. There's a lot of spending this week. I just picked the 10 or above. I'll probably mention it on here. If it's under that, I generally don't.
Yeah, most of them were $1,
Yeah.
$2, $0.
Bunch of stuff like that. So yeah, we'll get into the trade block.
I'll sell you my kennel for a nickel. How about 2 cents? Okay.
So Heebs trades Juwan Jennings and his 3rd round pick next year to Kyle for Jamar Chase. Now I've got 3 3rd round picks for next season, and I'm hoping to get a couple more if anyone's interested. I got Drake London. I got that other wide receiver from Carolina who's been pretty good too. I don't know if I'll get a 3rd round pick for him, but
Ted McMillan is not worth a 3rd round pick.
Petaroa, he's been pretty good. I think he's like top 25 wide receiver this year.
Yeah.
He's had some good games.
Well, he's a rookie. I mean, it's only his.
Well,
He's
right.
getting better
Well,
every
he's
week.
not,
That's what you want to see from a
not
rookie.
worth a 3rd round pick.
4th round pick though. I'll take a 4th round pick for him.
I wouldn't even say that. Anyways.
You got a 4th rounder. You want to trade it? Okay. That's it for the trades though. Nobody else traded anything this week. It's kind of why I wanted to have trading picks in here. It gets more trades going. There haven't been too many actual player trades so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I kind of jumped on the boat early of trading my players away. But I feel like that was my advantage because now I've got a lot of 3rd round picks, and other people want to trade. There's less people with 3rd round picks to give now. Like, I've already snatched them up.
Yeah.
So if you want to trade for 3rd round picks, now you're officially late to the party because your pool of people has been diminished by a decent amount, in all honesty. So, I mean, once I started losing, I kind of just figured this would be a good opportunity to put forth you can trade picks and it's fun and it can be a good time and everyone can see it for next year and know what they can do or can't do, or you can wait. I wouldn't always say start trading your picks in week 5, but I thought my team was garbage, so I did it. And honestly, like, now I look back and I see what DK Metcalf and Jamar Chase did this week, and I'm like, fuck, I could have put up like 135 points this week. But maybe I made a mistake.
Jamar Chase had a couple bad games in a row there.
Yes,
so,
he did.
I don't know. Now
But he's
that-
an elite wide receiver, and they tend to have good games with almost anybody. So,
fair.
And if Joe Flacco can stay upright,
mhm.
that's going to work out for me this year. Maybe. My running backs are trash.
But, yeah. I mean, part of my thing was my team fucking sucks. I already have the loser's trophy. I don't really care if I win the loser's trophy again. So let's get wild with this new rule we put into effect and see how everybody else responds. So far, the response has been from other people accusing me of collusion is what's been happening. And I would just like to say to everyone, there's no collusion. There's no collusion. It's straight up, I'm selling my ship for this year for next year.
He's
And,
selling his soul.
I don't know, my soul's intact.
This is why we implement this. This was voted on, so
Talking
I
about
like.
that little
I
soy
love the
soul.
move. Kyle loves the move.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was worth it. Heebs thinks it's worth it. I traded Jackie. Her team got better. My team got worse. I traded Heebs. His team got better. My team got worse. But I have 3 third-round picks next year, which I think will be fun as hell for me next year. And other people should,
You have 3 third-round picks?
so far.
Yeah,
I-
yours,
I-
mine, and his.
I intend to have more.
Oh, yeah, that's true. You
I
have
intend
you
to
have
have
your
more.
own. Okay.
I
I thought somebody
I would like to
else.
have at least 4 third-round picks when this is all said and done. So that would be 1/3 of the third-round picks would go straight to this guy.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, but I mean that's what. If you're gonna sell off early, you can sell it to the teams who think they're contenders, and I'm curious how this will progress in the future. So I wanted to kind of lay it out there early. So part of it was because my team fucking blew, and I was like, all right, I might as well do this and kick it out there and kind of let the league know, because I mean. Probably nobody in this league has played in a league where you can trade picks up until now. And I didn't even want to do it up until now, in all honesty, but we finally have a good core of people who I don't think are leaving the league. I mean, I guess Heebs, you just joined this year, but I don't
I'm not
think
leaving.
you're going to leave.
I'm not leaving.
Because it sucks to do this kind of thing when a player might drop out this year and a new player has
Yeah.
to join, and then that player drops
Yeah.
off and a new player has to join. It's like, well, yeah, you joined the league, but you don't have any picks. That blows. But we've had a pretty solid core for 4 years now, and I don't think anyone's going to leave, or we're going to need to be picking up new
I
people.
might have to have a chat with Mike here. I've got 3 tight ends. He's got Kincaid, who's out. I don't know what he's out for. Well, we didn't go through injuries, so.
Let's get into the injuries.
It's a good segue.
Njoku, knee. Not sure what the timeline is for this one, but Njoku is hurt. Blake Corum, the Rams' backup running back and Kyle's running back 1, hurt his ankle and did not return to the game. That sucked for me. Puka hurt his ankle in the first half. He came back to play in the second half, but he might miss next week. Puka's an animal. I don't know what's going on with that guy. Honestly. I feel like they're going to be oh yeah, it's a high ankle sprain. He's going to miss 4 weeks. And it's
Yeah.
But he came back into the game, man. Is that guy's just adrenaline always going to 11? He doesn't even feel pain?
I think so.
He got back up from that thing. He caught it. Or no, did he catch it? I can't remember if he caught it or dropped it. But anyway, he was on the ground in the end zone. He gets back up, walks around a little bit, lays back down, then gets back up, and he walks around. And I'm like, is he okay or not? Then he left the game. But then the second half, he's running up and down the sideline, and they put him back in, and he played. And I was like, Puka, you're an animal. I think he's my favorite wide receiver in the NFL right now. I wish I would have drafted him. But I didn't.
Do you want more?
So if you got him, keep an eye on him. Do we need a whiskey refill? Is that what's going on?
Whiskey, 4 walls. Made by...
A risky refill? Is that what I said?
Oh, risky refill?
Means I've had too much whiskey already.
Made by Rob Mack, Charlie Day, and Glenn Howerton.
Well, Puka's officially listed as day to day.
Okay, so you might play, you might not. Garrett Wilson, dealing with an injury. It wasn't specified even what it is or was or probably what the timeline is. But he's injured apparently. Juwan Jennings, my newly acquired wide receiver, is apparently playing with broken ribs as well as a high and low ankle sprain, according to him. Sure, dude. I believe you.
Playing with broken ribs.
And a high and a low ankle sprain.
Yeah.
I think he's making excuses for why he sucked fucking balls this week. Mika Ibuka, the rookie phenom, injured his hamstring and is week to week. I would expect him to miss at least a week, if not 2 or 3, because that's tending to be what hamstrings are. So, Lee, you might need a new wide receiver for a little bit.
Also want to throw in, again, props to Baker Mayfield because he's currently playing without his top 3 wide receivers.
Yeah, dude, did you see, there was where did I watch? I can't remember, but he threw to whoever the 4th string wide receiver is, and he catches that crazy touchdown. He does the
Tez
crazy,
Johnson.
Yeah, Tez. And then when he gets a touchdown, the crowd's just chanting, MVP, MVP, MVP.
Yeah.
And then he's back on the sidelines. He wasn't hot mic'd, but someone right next to him, I can't remember who he's talking to, but someone was hot mic'd. And he's like, I don't know why they're chanting MVP for him, man. I haven't done shit this season. And the guy, there's another receiver, he's like, dude, they're shooting for Baker. He's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And the guy's laughing his fucking balls off. And then he like taps the other guy. He's like, tell him. And then he tells another guy, he's like, I thought they were chanting MVP for me. And the other guy just like fucking just tips over backwards. He's like, what the fuck? I was like, I like your energy, man.
Yeah.
You had one catch all season for a touchdown. And they're like, MVP. But yeah. I mean, that's Tampa Bay's energy right now, man. Those guys they're rolling in wins and they're having fun doing it. So, and Buka, I hope you get healthy because I mean he's fun to watch. Calvin Ridley exited the game with a hamstring injury and is week to week.
Yawn.
And that's all I got. A lot of leg injuries, so let's take a minute and pray for those legs.
I'm sending up my prayers. I already prayed for his leg.
And then we'll jump up into the matchup recap, the moment we've all been waiting for. So myself versus Jim, Kyle wins. 93.12 to 84.62.
Should have saved the best for last, man.
And the crowd went wild.
When I look at the scoreboard, like my team always shows up on top, so it's always gonna be my matchup first. And then like it seems to be like it favors like Tiff second, and then Liam Blake
champ
after that.
I was gonna say, is that because of records?
No, I think it's just how it shows up in my feed. But I mean, mine's always top because it's my team, so it always shows up on top when I look at it. And I just go down the scoreboard list in order of it's just that way I don't miss a game or anything. But yeah, I was led by Drake London, Trevor Lawrence, and Dicker the kicker. I had 5 players score under 6 points, including both my running backs. Jim was led by Jonathan Taylor, as per usual, as well as Goff and Jameson Williams, who had his breakout game this year. Jim also had 5 players score under 6 points on his side of the matchup, so it's kind of a shit show on both sides. But basically, Drake London saved the day for me. And I got a win.
Judkins didn't do shit that game, huh?
Judkins didn't do shit. No one on his team did shit. His bench looked like shit, too. I mean, this is one of those weird ones where I was super happy early afternoon. I was like, holy fuck, I think I'm actually going to win. And then Sunday night happened. And, of course, Goff throws a touchdown to Jameson Williams right away. And I was like, God fucking damn it. Jameson Williams has done shit all season. And right away, he has to throw a touchdown to him, of all people. Throw it to Amon-Ra. Throw it to Jahmyr Gibbs. Throw it to Laporta. Anybody else. Why did it have to go to Jahmyr? Why did it have to go to Williams? But thank God for Drake London. He got me out of a deficit with that elite performance. He's for sale, by the way, if anyone's listening. It will only cost you a 3rd-round pick. But yeah, I got my first win. I'm not going completely defeated.
I can't believe after selling off like a third of your team.
Not a third. I mean, I sold off 2 players.
Not a third, but
it was 2 of my best players.
I mean,
it was 2 of my top 4 picks, but I sold off so far.
Well, 3.
Only 2.
Metcalf and Chase and Stafford.
Yeah, I didn't even draft Stafford. Stafford was just I picked him off the waivers. But you mean?
Well, 3 good players.
He was one of the best quarterbacks at the time that I traded him.
Yeah.
I had drafted Joe Burrow, and obviously he hasn't been doing so great. Next matchup, we had Tiff versus Jackie. Tiff wins 124.9 to 89.14.
Yikes.
Not good.
Yeah, that was an ass whooping.
Yep.
Tiff was led by Cam Scadaboo with a whopping 30 points,
Scadaboo.
as well as Trey McBride and Denver's defense. Jackie was led by Jackson Smith and Jigba, her fancy new wide receiver DK Metcalf, and her new quarterback Matt Stafford, who only scored 9.34. But he was still top 3 in scoring for your team.
That's crazy.
So you only had 2 players score over 10 points, in other words.
Yeah. Not great. This week's fucking sucked.
Sometimes you get speedboated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens.
Damn.
Drake May would have been the correct quarterback for you this week, Jackie, but fortunately, you lost by enough that it didn't actually matter.
Yeah.
Could have put him in and still lost.
I couldn't not put Stafford in, though.
Stafford against the Ravens
Played
defense.
against the fucking Ravens.
The Ravens defense has been absolutely pitiful. Every quarterback that's gone up against them has scored like 25 or more. So you made the right choice logically, but sometimes that doesn't play out.
I mean, regardless, like you said, wouldn't have really mattered.
Any words for Tiff?
Yeah. I mean, I don't... Sorry, Tiff. I love you, but I really wanted to win this, and I don't want you to win any more games. So knock it off.
Would you shake her hand or punch her in the face?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
A little bit of the Brian Branch in you. Lee versus Richard. Richard wins 110.48 to 99.84. Lee is led by Devon Achane, Dak Prescott, and Matthew Golden. Lee, where's all the Dak Prescott memes in the group chat when you're playing against other teams?
Yeah.
Fucking son of a bitch.
Yeah. Dick move, Lee.
Lee, massively let down by his wide receivers this week, with Mbuka getting injured and Garrett Wilson playing for a team that had negative 10 passing yards. It's hard to stomach. Richard was led by Jordan Pickens, who is looking elite this year, as well as Dallas Goedert and Caleb Williams. I mean, Caleb Williams on Monday Night Football definitely put Richard back in this game. It kind of looked like he was going to lose, but bounced back and he won it. Next up, we got Mike versus Heebs. Mike wins 106.28 to 96.14. Mike was led by Rico Dowdle, again, scoring 31.9 this week
damn.
compared to 30-something last week, as well as Christian McCaffrey and Justin Herbert. Rico Dowdle, there's no way he keeps this up, but if he does, I mean, he's the pickup of the year, hands down. Heebs was led by Jaden Daniel, his newly acquired wide receiver Jamar Chase, and the Raiders' defense, of all things.
I like that matchup against Tennessee.
Yeah, that's good.
I picked him up in my work league too. I lost because Cortland Sutton threw up a stinker and I kept Sam Laporta on the bench.
Oh, yeah.
Who'd you put in this tight end then?
Tyler Warren.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair.
did good.
That's the strategy is sound. The results were lacking.
So Sam Laporta is up on the trade block if anyone's interested.
Just needs a 3rd-round pick. Poor versus Carsons. Carsons wins 122.72 to 96.88. Poor was led by Daniel Jones, Eddie Peniero, which is a kicker, and Derrick Henry was a massive 13.5 points this week. Good game by Derrick Henry. You don't see that often anymore. Carsons was led by Bijan, who scored 32.8. Jalen Hurts, and his team's namesake, Ladd McConkey, who finally has a good game now that Quentin Johnson is hurt. So if Quentin Johnson remains injured, Ladd McConkey might finally be good. We'll see what happens. In the last match, we had Vicky versus Ashley. Vicky wins 121.24 to 83.38. Vicky was led by Josh Jacobs, DeAndre Swift, who had a fantastic game, and Baker Mayfield, the MVP. Ashley was led by Patrick Mahomes, who is finally good this year, now that I don't draft him. Scored 31.48 points. I don't think he's had that many points for like 3 years straight. As well as Xavier Worthy and Will Lutz, who both scored below 10. So, honestly, it's He had one player. Yeah, I say one player above 10 points, which is not good.
Yeah.
But he did manage to score
Bad
83
week.
points even so, which is honestly pretty shocking.
I feel like it's odd for Montgomery to not have a good game.
Montgomery's had a
he's
few
been-
of those this year, which is strange.
Well, I felt that too, but he's still 15 overall.
Is he?
Yes. So, despite his couple of stinkers I know he's thrown up, he's been consistent.
No, he's not consistent. He's like the opposite. He's like
Well, I said other than...
hitter. He's like,
I'm looking up his
Hit or
game log.
miss.
yeah.
He's got...
He's boomer bust.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, his points overall 6.3, 12.6, 28.9, 1.2, 17.72, and then 7.1 this last week. So yes, boomer bust is an excellent way to put David Montgomery.
Dang. Well, I gotta look at doing some trades.
Everybody should be. Yeah, I see teams with a lot of running backs and weak wide receivers. I see teams with a lot of wide receivers and they're weak as shit at running back. If you want to make a team better, now's the time to trade. Don't wait for the injuries to happen. Do it now. If the person gets hurt the next week, that's just the way it goes sometimes. But yeah, that's about it. And keep in mind, you can throw in picks when you're doing trades too if you can't quite get it together. It doesn't have to be a third round pick. You can be like, I'll throw in my 6th or my 7th round pick. A pick where it's like, it's the last player on your starting lineup. You can be like, all right, to sweeten the deal a little bit. You kind of want to do it, but you don't quite. But I'll throw in my 7th round pick next year, and you might be able to sweeten the deal and get it done. It's worth a shot, but you got to text the person to do that. You can't just send it through on the app and hope for the best, because they're probably just going to accept it or deny it. And if they deny it, then send the person a message and say, hey, what if we add this to it? It's fun. But yeah, that's it for the show. Any parting words for this half? Anybody?
You look like you got something you want to say. Heebs.
Wheels are turning, but no.
Wheels are turning. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't really have any parting words. I'm 3-3 right now. I don't know. It kind of fucking sucks. Is Tiff the only fucking 5-1 right now?
I didn't look at the standings, but I did think one of these weeks,
Yeah,
probably next
she
week,
is.
we should do like a new power rankings and go over the standings and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, Tiff's the only 5-1 right now, so she's whooping some ass, so good for you, Tiff. Kicking ass this year. I guess that Josh Allen pick really is working for you.
Scadaboo is her MVP right now.
Mm-hmm.
The waiver pickup of the year.
Yeah.
Adam drafted him
Yeah.
for Richard, and Richard immediately
Richard?
dropped him.
Yeah.
Bad choice, Richard. Bad choice.
Poor decisions. All right. Well, then we'll end her there. And we'll end it like we always do with the Jameis Winston quote of the week. Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.
We've got to be the dumbest team in America in terms of playing the game. And I'm highly critical because of the way we give games away. We give them away, period. And it's embarrassing, and I represent that, and I apologize for that, but that's the best we can do. That's a sad product.